So let's jump into actually how you got into the whole real estate career because, it's 2019 right now. You've had a long career. You've been doing this for almost 30 years?
Yeah,
20,
forever.
25 years?
Yeah, forever.
Kind of thing. So you've seen a lot of the cycles here locally and stuff like that. But take us back to how you got into real estate. Sounds like you got into real estate because you wanted to provide for your band touring and stuff like that. But how did you actually make a career of it? And then not only a career, but actually become one of the dominant forces here locally?
So it's 32 years ago. Geez, how do I explain this story without dragging this out for hours? Bottom line was I had a different career. And I quit my job, and I went and saw my dad, and he said, quite bluntly, what the hell did you do? And I said, I quit. And he said, what are you going to do? Sell real estate? Being sarcastic. And I said, oh my God, your buddy has really cool houses, smoking hot wife, and remember, I'm 20, right? And drives really cool cars. Heck yeah, I'm going to get in real estate. So I went to real estate school in Detroit, and it took a month, and got out, and wasn't living at home anymore, and froze my butt off, went to Salvation Army, bought a trench coat. I was so damn cold to farm, because we didn't have computers back then, right?
Oh my gosh.
And average sales price was about $55,000 to $60,000, and I was farming the $100,000 neighborhood, because if you're going to go for it, you go all in, right?
Yeah.
So I got my start in Westland, Michigan, just outside Detroit, and I met a guy at the C21 office I worked in, and he says, why don't we team up? So he was a couple years older than me, and I said, do what? And he says, I'm going to call FSBOs and Expires. I have this great program, and I believe it was Mike Ferry, but I didn't know who it was at the time, and listened to cassettes. And he was the guy that called out of the newspaper every day. We had 3x5 cards, and I was the guy that went to the house and knocked on the doors and said, hey, my business partner called, and I figured I didn't like the phone at the time. I don't like people hanging up, but they weren't going to slam the door in my face.
Yeah.
So we did. At the time, you would get that big C21 award if you sold $1 million in real estate. We did just under $1 million in 9 months.
Wow.
$1 million in sales?
In sales.
Okay.
Yeah. If it was $1 million in my pocket, I wouldn't be sitting here. We'd be hanging at Atlantis in the Bahamas.
Right.
And then things got a little bit weird in the office, and being young and crazy, I quit and went.
In rockstar fashion?
Oh yeah.
You've told me a few stories, and so I want to dig into those, but go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you exactly what happened. I came to LA to record. I had 4 in escrow, and my office manager said he would take care of this for me. And when I came back, they were all falling out of escrow.
Oh.
I was only gone for, I think, like 10 days. So at 21 and crazy, I threw my chair across the office, and I was in his office and said a few choice words to him and shoved stuff off his desk, and then went over to the filing cabinet and kicked that over and said, F you, I'm out of here. And went right down to the school and got my builder's license, and went to school for my builder's license. Took me 3 weeks, and now I could sell again. So I said, screw the state of Michigan and being part of your MLS. No one reads the book anyways. People rip all the pages out. So I kept selling homes, and then I got into kitchen to bathroom remodeling and building garages, and I met people that were going to develop, and so it was always a way to make money for my band. And really, it's, when I think about it now, saying it out loud, it's really funny, the stuff
Yeah,
I
I'd
went
say
through,
so. Yeah.
right?
That stuff you did.
Right? Yeah,
That's what I love about the show. It's the story behind the story. You know?
I was a little bit more wild than I am now. So yeah, I didn't care.